get to make a few of our announcements this morning, so if you would, turn to the very back of our worship guide. It'll help you follow some of these. There's a few I want to make that aren't on there, but announcements is just part of how we let our family know how we do ministry together and things that are coming up. They say healthy people do the hard thing first, so I'm going to do the one I want to do the least first. Although we're still celebrating, I just wanted to make mention that we think this is Lydia's last Sunday with us, and I'm not very happy about that. Lydia has been a part of our church for about 4 years. We love it when college students come and say, I want my college years to be involved in a church, faithfully in a church. And she said that and joined our church and has been super active. I remember when she was part of Wendy's small group that was all college girls, and Wendy would come home talking about what a great time they had and how much she loved the girls, including Lydia, and then part of our worship team, and is just plugged in. And so we are going to be praying for Lydia as she gets ready to go to Tulsa to do her rotations, but we want you to know we're going to miss you. We're grateful to have Logan, once you latched onto him, that he's been a part of our fellowship here. But please know we're sending you out. I'm going to miss you. Maybe secretly praying that God gives her a job somewhere in western Oklahoma, so maybe we could latch on again. That may not be your plans, but we'll see who prays the hardest about where you end up, because we're going to miss you. So it's just part of that, like part of the church life is saying goodbye. At the same time, we're saying welcome to Nathan and Krisha as they join our church. So it's just the flux that happens in a church sometimes. So we say welcome, we say we're sorry, we're not saying goodbye, we're just saying until later. But we just want you to know it's her last Sunday here. If you get a chance to say something to her, do that, but we're going to miss her. On our Lottie Moon offering, we're taking up a mission offering during the month of December, maybe even go partway into January, but 100% of it goes to fund our Southern Baptist missionaries around the world. We set what we thought was a really lofty goal, $3,000. We're about halfway there, so I'm grateful to say we're between $1,400 and $1,500 have been given so far toward that. If you believe God would have you give toward that mission offering, please do that. You can just mark your envelope, mission offering or Lottie Moon, and Robin will know where to put it, but we're about halfway there. Also, I want to mention that when the service is over, Toby and Jackie and their Sunday school class have put together the snack bags that they always do. There's some for everybody, not just kids. We'll let the kids have them first, and then the rest of us can get some, but we're super thankful. I was talking to them this morning. They have been very sensitive to the needs of our church. They said it's gluten-free snacks, it's nut-free snacks. I started to cry when they told me it was chocolate-free snacks. I was like, we have to draw a line somewhere in this church, and cutting out chocolate, what in the world? But they've tried to be super sensitive to what people would need. So if you, on the way out here in a little bit, pick one up, that's just their expression of love and celebrating Christmas with our church family. So be aware of that. Also, please know that next Sunday is our annual Christmas breakfast. During the Sunday school hour, we'll be enjoying each other's fellowship all together rather than going to different Sunday school classes. There's sign-up sheets out there. If you could bring something for our potluck Christmas breakfast next Sunday morning, we would love for you to come at 9:30, be a part of that fellowship, and then worship at 10:40. Final thing, if you'll notice on that back page, and we have several weeks to continue drawing your attention to it, but on January 12th, that Sunday evening, it'll probably be at 6 o'clock, we're going to have a commissioning service for the Belknaps as they are about to go on a 2-year commitment to Wales to work with Ricky and Brandy, and we want to send them off with a commissioning service. And so please make note of that. That'd be a Sunday night. We typically don't have much on Sunday nights, but we want you to be a part of that. We'll get you more information, but mark that on your calendar so you can be a part of that commissioning service. I want to give you a moment now. I'll be quiet. You spend a few moments with the Lord and say, God, I'm so grateful to be here. I want to worship. I want to be a part of hearing your word taught this morning. I want to be a part of the body. And so would you take a moment and just get your heart and focus on the Lord, and then I'll have the privilege to read our Old Testament passage. Jeremiah chapter 10. There is none like you, O Lord. You are great, and your name is great in might. Who would not fear you, O King of the nations? For this is your due. For among all the wise ones of the nations, and in all their kingdoms, there is none like you. They are both stupid and foolish. The instruction of idols is but wood. Beaten silver is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Upaz. They are the work of the craftsman and the hands of goldsmith. Their clothing is violet and purple. They are all the work of skilled men. But the Lord is the true God. He is the living God and the everlasting King. But his wrath, the earth quakes, and the nations cannot endure his indignation. Thus shall you say to them, the gods who did not make the heavens and the earth shall perish from the earth and from under the heavens.